Let's talk about investment. Have you ever heard of investing in shares, stocks, ETFs, and all? And you probably just think it's for some professional people, those that are already in the area of finance, economics, and all. Then this video is for you. And if you're a beginner, this video is specifically for beginners. I just want to scratch the surface on what investment is and to just let you guys know that investment is for average people like me and you. That's why I'm making this video. If you are a pro, then you can still hear us out. Why not? You can just share some thoughts on this video. I've always been interested in investments and, multiplying your money and taking, should I say, the easy route. When I was younger, like the easy routes on, making that big dough. So I've always been like learning here and there. But then when I first started like really learning, I opted in for a class in 2019 on investment, shares, stocks, ETFs, bonds, index funds, and all. I didn't really understand a lot at that time, but I was just going on with the class. But one thing I realized is I know all those videos I watch and all these things I learn, I don't really understand a lot of things, but subconsciously I pick up a lot of things. So from there, I've been able to like learn a lot and also start my investment journey. I'm also a beginner, so that's why this video is mainly for beginners. So with what I just said, what I mean is a lot of times the words and everything might sound bulky, it might sound too professional and complex and looks like something we may not really understand. But even so, just keep watching those videos, just keep learning all those terms. Subconsciously, you just pick it up. Let's say you're just at work or you're doing something else and you're just listening to like a podcast on finance and all, but it's boring. Yeah, just keep listening. You may not really pick up 100% of it, but even if it's just like 10-20% and you're doing this within a year or two, you'll be better off than where you were before, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so that's how I've been able to like learn a lot about investments and then start my journey. So this I'll be making a lot of finance videos about investment stocks and what I've been able to learn. So I'm still a beginner, so I'm just like sharing what I know about investments. If you just joined in for the first time, I'm Aisha, and this channel is mainly for entrepreneurship and finance, money. We're here to make that though. So I just want to talk about the importance of investing. So investing is more like, as I've explained before, is for financial liberation, is for us to like reach the journey of financial liberation a lot more fast. Yeah, that's how I kind of understand it. Because at the end of the day, if you're working 9 to 5 or you're receiving a salary or you have your business and all, in the next, let's say 10 years, you're still doing all those and you're still progressing, or you're still working on it. But when you also have additional stuff in your financial plan, like investments, it will make your journey to financial liberation quicker. Yes, it will definitely make it quicker. Anything I'm saying here in this video, I beg, I'm not a pro. So whatever I say, I just want you guys to also make your own findings and make sure you know what is right and what is not. Yeah. So everything I'm saying is just based on my opinion. Okay, so investing, we have like different types of investing. There is the ETFs, the stocks, the shares, bonds, index funds, and all. There are some that I don't really understand so much also because I've not started investing in that area. Because we have so many different areas for investing and you can't be everywhere. Well, probably the pros might be everywhere, but at least while you're starting your journey. You can't really be everywhere because they're actually just too much. There is the compounding interest. So you're investing and it's like profiting. Whatever you're investing in, let's say it's profiting, because there's also loss also. So once you invest, the investment can go south and it can increase. So that's why there are different types of investments, and there are the ones that are more risky, and there are the ones that are just slow and steady, and there is more assurance and all. So the thing about the compound interest is if you start investing a specific amount of money over time, it will double, then add more, then add more, add more, and that's how, like, the interest on the money and the interest on the original investments. So everything keeps compounding, compounding. So this works with time. So compounding interest actually works with time. You can't just put in this money and say you want to get it out immediately. And I mean that is also like the fast investment is also there, and we're going to get there soon. So yeah, I'm just explaining how the money is being made from compounding interest. Investing is as simple as you using your bank app. Yeah, investing is as simple as you using your bank app. I mean, there is more to investing. There's really more to investing, but I'm just saying, you starting to invest, it's just as simple as you using your bank app, your financial apps, anything you've kind of worked on. It's as simple as that. There are also more things that entails. So I'm just explaining that it's not as complex as you think it is, that it's meant for some people that have gone to school to study something or something. Previously, investing is always meant for like the big businessmen and those ones that knows the in and outs, have the connection and the networking. But these days, thank God to technology and growth, we have lots of apps that you can invest in the global market from anywhere in the world. So it's as easy as you just finding out which app works for you, and educating yourself on some things as a beginner, then starting to invest. So what is the difference between investing and gambling? Okay, Ponzi scheme. If you're in Nigerian, I don't know about other places, those times of get two people, get four people, and all those crypto Ponzi. Gosh, I did Ponzi scheme and I made money. I did it with sense. I did it with sense and I made money. Ah, but no, never again. With everything I've learned now, never again. I'm not doing Ponzi scheme anymore. But then I actually didn't really know it's Ponzi scheme then. So I just thought it's also part of investments. So it's more like gambling. It's gambling. No. So the difference between Ponzi scheme and investments is investments, whatever you're trying to invest in, you need to understand it. So you can't just invest in anything and say because people are investing in it or something that you too you just put your money there. You need to understand whatever you're investing in. And that's really one of the reasons why I slow down on investing, because whatever I want to really invest in, I need to take my time to understand it and know my way around it. In that way, you're able to like ascertain the chances and whatever has happened in the past, what is happening right now, the risk and everything, and then you're able to like figure out, okay, this can be a good investment. So in that way, that is an investment. But gambling is just like, you're speculating. And also there is trend investing, like you're investing into trend. Let's say, for example, during those times that Google just started and Apple and all just started and everybody were investing in it, and you don't really know about it, but you know that people are talking about investing in Google, Apple and all, so you're just investing by trend. And this has actually worked for a lot of people. But then I don't know, I can't really invest on speculation because It's also more like it's different from gambling, but then you're just investing, you're just speculating, or you're investing with trend. So you don't know whether that trend will be like a classic long term one, or it will just be like fad and it will just go as soon as it comes. I can't risk that. No, that's just the difference. So the investment plan, there are basically two type of investments, like as how I understand it. There is the long-term investment and there is the short-term investment. In your investment plan, you can have the plan for a short-term investment and the plan for long-term investments. For me right now, my investment plan is long-term investments because the short-term investments are more risky. The money comes in like very fast and then there is more risk to it. Let's say for example like crypto investments, it can work on short term also, but even if you're investing on long term crypto investments is risky. So yeah, there are definitely short term investments and there are long term investments. One While planning for your investments, you need to like, investment is not something, I mean, when I'm talking about investments, I mean stuffs like stocks and shares and all. It's more like, how I understand it, it's more like investing for financial liberation for the future. So it means you don't put any money in your investment now and just expect it to like come very fast. So when you're investing, you need to like calm down and just plan towards years, 5 to 10 years of investing. That's long-term investing, and a lot of times that's how this investment works when you're talking about compound interest and all, because it takes time for the compound interest to work. And when you're talking about the long-term investment, so let's say for example you're investing in the stock market. See, life is full of highs and lows. Like even people's life generally, there are times when it is good, there are times when it is bad. So that's how life is in general. When you invest in, let's say, stock, it has like time when it goes down. And when people don't really understand investments, they panic when your investment is dropping and it's looking like you're losing money, like it's going down. People tend to like want to take out their money from the investment, but they are losing more money. They've already lost money, so they took out the money. And those people that actually understands investments, those people know that these bad times, the recession or this period, are the best times for them to keep investing, because they know they're able to like get all these shares or stocks and whatever at a lower price compared to the normal market price. So those that don't really understand investments, when the market goes down, they sell. Those that understand the market, that is like their best times, and they just buy more because they know they're able to like get it cheaper at a lower rate, because at the end of the day it will still go up, because that is life. It will still go up, because when I say it goes up, it's not like everything, it's not like, so don't call me on every investment. We've seen companies that run down, that won't come up again. We've seen all those stuffs, but I'm just talking about all these long-term investments, like when you're investing in groups of stuffs, and when you're investing in the top markets in general. So I'll still make another video on all these types of different types of stocks, shares, investments, ETFs and all. When you're investing in 1 year and you're investing in 5 years, so within that 1 year, the market might go down and you may not really gain a lot within the 1 year. But those that are able to like leave it there for up to like 5, 10 years, they know that when the market goes down, they don't panic, because it will still come up and the compounding interest will still work. So over time, they'll be able to like earn a lot, a lot. That is the basic thing one needs to understand about investment. Like if you want to invest, because you see, at the end of the day, 5 years will still come and go, 10 years will still come and go. So if you think you don't want to really invest because 5 years seems like it is far, or 10 years seems like it is far, it will still come and go. And the only difference it will make is those that are scared of it, they won't just make money from the investment. Then those that are already opted into it, even if it is just like 50 50 pounds, or if you're in Nigerian or wherever you are, it is just like the little money you're able to like put in over time. If you're consistent and you have a plan, over time it will still add up. Everything will still add up. Okay, the investment tolerance. So before you start investing in anything, you need to understand your risk tolerance. There are some people that they don't mind to put in money into like risky investments if it goes all well and good. So for example, crypto investments. Me right now, I used to do like crypto investment before, but right now that I already understand stuffs about learning more about investments, the type of investments you're doing. I don't know. Right now, I just feel like crypto is not the best type of investment I need to do right now, especially when I don't really have so much to invest in all these different markets. So, if I want to invest right now, there are the type of investment I put at I this thing, and crypto is not really one of it right now for me. So I feel my risk tolerance is actually high, but I think at this level that I am, I'm just trying to be like very, very careful because this is the beginning level. I don't want anything that will make me, that will give me bad, or, that will give me bad, a negative energy on investing and all. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not investing in crypto. I know there are still some other type of investments that have high risk, and I'm kind of more open to it compared to like crypto and some other. So I'm not like telling you guys or telling anyone not to invest in crypto. I'm just talking based on myself and why I'm investing in one thing or the other. So before you start investing, you need to understand what is your risk tolerance. If you put money here, if you understand that this type of investment is high risk, can you put money there? And when the money goes poof, how will you be? How will you? Of course, you won't feel good, but you don't want to invest in money that you know that once you lose it, you're going to be suicidal. No, that's not what we're doing. So you need to understand your risk tolerance. Do you have high tolerance for risk? Can you invest in high risk investments? And if you know that it is a no go area, then you understand that okay, this is a no go area for me. So these ones are the ones with the lower risk, and I am more comfortable investing in this types of investments. So you need to understand that about yourself before you start investing in anything. Yeah, before investing, there are things you need to put in place before you start investing. Number one is have emergency funds. I mean, you need to have a separate savings. Investment is not your saving. I mean, the one you need to have like emergency savings somewhere. So once you need an urgent fund for something very important, you don't go digging into your investments because you know that this is a long term. This is not something that I'm just going to take in 6 months or 1 year or so. I'm not going to dip my fingers into this. So for you to make sure that happens, you need to have emergency fund somewhere. If you stop working today, do you have something saved up somewhere that you can still rely on for the meantime for you to get back on your feet without dipping your fingers into your investments? So that is really, really important. And I plan to make another video on savings. A way you can save is by looking into high interest savings. So there are like bank savings that are high interest, like you're going to earn high. It is not just like you putting your money in your random bank account because there is deflation and there is I really don't advise you putting any savings in your bank account. Yeah, the money in your normal bank account can be, for the bills and something you need to do urgently and all. But when you're talking about like a savings for like 6 months, 1 year, you need to put it aside somewhere else where it will also work for you. So the savings is not just there, it will also make more money for you. So we can say it's also part of investments. So yeah, so you need to get a high interest savings account. So I'll make another video on that later. So another thing you need to do before you start investing is your debt. Do you have debt somewhere you need to settle? For me, I'm always very careful about going into debt. I am like, I don't know, it's like a taboo to me. And there are good debts and bad debts, but we're not talking about the good debts in this video. We're talking about the debts that can put you in trouble. I mean debts that can slow down your financial liberation. I plan to make another video about good debts and bad debts later. But right now we're talking about the bad debts. So you need to put that in place. You need to plan about that. If you have a debt, how do you want to be paying this debt that won't affect your savings? And in life, everyone, probably not everyone, but a lot of people have like different things that slow them down. And we don't really need to like wait to solve one thing before we start the other, because what if this one thing you need to solve, it will take years, then it will make sense for you to like wait for years before you start something else. So a lot of times we need to like do a lot of things together. So it means you need to put a plan in place for this debt. How do you plan to pay off this debt? And even if it means you won't have so much spare money for investing, it is still better for you to like start, even if it is like very very small money that you start investing with. It is better to start with something that's than zero. So you need to have all this plan in place, bills, everything, just squeeze it in a bit. You need to make sure that you're not squeezing yourself to the neck, you're not choking yourself. Like, it's okay if you also have like 3 6 months plan, or even probably 1 year. Before I started investing, I was like, I'm going to start investing next year. Yeah, so I didn't start investing until like a year or so. It's even more than that, because around that 2018 and the later years, I've always been reading about investing and all, because my dad has lots of investing books and also, so I'm always interested in taking all these books, looking through, reading and doing like the smart people, even though I don't really like to read, but then it has really been helpful, and that has set me into this path of, okay, me trying to learn about investing. So in 2019, that's when I actively took an investment class that I paid for. And I didn't really understand it then, as I said in the beginning of the video, but I still took the class, and since then I've been watching different videos, learning and all, and here I am. So around 2022, that's when I started planning that, okay, next year I'll start investing. But when I really started investing is early this year, 2024, January. And then I just kind of understand, okay, I won't know everything about investment, so I just need to start now. And then in 2023, I just decided what is the best investment for beginners, and I understand myself about my risk tolerance, the plan, your salary. When if you don't have any salary at the moment, then you need to plan for it. But at least at the time that you are now, probably you don't have salary, or any other way of money coming into your accounts, so you can use that time to like start learning and understanding basic things. It's just good to have a plan. It's very good to have a plan. And also the importance of news and keeping yourself updated. I don't know about people, but for me, I feel like a lot of people don't really have time to like watch the news, or we have a lot of entertaining things these days online, and listening to news is just boring. So many people may not really listen to news. And when I say news, I mean like the global news, the international news that talk about things happening all around the world and talk about things on the global scale, not just like, well, it really depends on you. For example, me, that I'm trying to like invest in the global market and all, not like the local news. For those people that just want to focus on certain investments within their country and all. So I started listening to First Post News, is an Indian news channel, and I just listened to it on YouTube, and I feel it's more interesting than just listening to average news channels, because I don't know, they also tell the news, but it's in a different way. They don't just narrate the news, like they add more in-depth stuff to it. That's how I understand it. And for me, I just like listening to First Post News. They talk about India too, and they talk about the global market. So once there is like a recession somewhere, global recession or recession somewhere, or something that is happening in these major countries, the major countries that controls the global stock markets, then you kind of get first-hand information about probably something that will happen very soon in months to come, because that's one way that all these rich people are actually getting all this information, this forecasting. Like when you listen to news about things that are happening around the world, and it's not even direct, they don't really talk about stocks and investments, but you know that there is something that is happening, probably a war or inner conflict or whatever, and this thing, or politics, and these things will one way or the other affect the stock markets or another market, then you can prepare for it. Or if there is an opportunity that is coming up, then you can be like one of the very few people in the world that is able to know about this opportunity that is coming up. Then you'll be able to like do more research on that thing, and you'll be able to forecast, okay, this thing that I'm looking at is likely that this thing will get me millions in months to come. Yeah, so in short, news is very, very important. Very, very, very important. And they talk about the stocks investments and the Wall Streets also. So they talk about all these things on the global news. It is very, very important. Yeah, so that's it. I think that's it on this video. So this video is just like preparation. So one thing I want to say is, see, there are more men in this investments, Wall Street, all these things. There are more men there than women. And women can do all these things that these men can do. In fact, I think I heard the news about the statistics of women's investment portfolio being more better than men's portfolio, because we have all these other transferable skills, instincts and all that. We're able to like keep good financial plan and all. So this thing, thanks to the world now, it is more accessible to everyone. And I'm telling you, the only thing you need to know is you just need to be financially literate, like to understand things you need to do and all. It's just knowledge. So it's not like it is a complex mathematical whatever that is only meant for some certain people. No, everybody can invest. We can all make this money. We can all make this dough. Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm making this video. The video is mainly for people that thinks they can't invest, or they just hear about investment and they feel like, okay, this is not meant for me, it's for some certain people and all. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Just want to be documenting this financial journey, and share my knowledge on investments and all, and to build a community of people that understand, that wants to gain more in life, wants this financial literacy, financial liberation and all. And yes, we're going to do it. So if you have more things to say about this, kindly share in the comments. If you want me to make another video about something else, share in the comments. I don't know about a lot of things in investments, but the ones I know, I'm sure of, and I've researched, I'm definitely going to talk about it. And the ones I don't really know much about, I'll also let you guys know there is no harm in saying I don't know this. And yeah, we'll do more research and keep sharing what we know. So guys, that's it on today's video. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share. I always forget to tell you guys to subscribe, but I hope you will subscribe to my channel. I've been growing this channel for a while, and at this point, I don't know. I just want to share things that I love. So yeah, just comment, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.